And welcome back to game number 5, or what should be game number 6. Um, the Lowell Spinners are 0-5 to start the year. Here, welcome back to the 2026 Lowell Spinners breakdown here of the season. This is game number 5 of 60. This should be game number 6 of 60. We'll talk about that here. So, I was going to break down the Lowell Spinners versus the Nashua Silver Knights yesterday. However, that was going to be a loss as well. And the game will be resumed. And it will be a loss, most likely. But what happened was, there we go. I have to gather my thoughts here for a second. What happened was the Lights bailed out the Lowell Spinners from taking a loss. Again, they bailed them out briefly. Again, I believe June 9th is when that game will be finished and put in the record books. It will be a loss for the Lowell Spinners. They were down like 10-2 or 10-3 or whatever it was when the game was suspended. But the Lights went out at Nashua's baseball field. I guess there was some sort of power outage in Nashua. So they got bailed out big time. They did not get bailed out today. This morning, they faced off against the Worcester Bravehearts. They took game number 5, and they took a loss here. The Lowell Spinners did. Not good game either for the Lowell Spinners. 11-4 was the final. The Worcester Bravehearts moved to 4-2 on the year, which I believe is the best in the league. I'm not sure. Haven't looked at really the standings. Let me take a quick look at the standings. No, it's not. It's actually third in the league. The best team in the league right now is the New Britain Bees at 4-1. But they're not too far away from that number 1 spot. But Worcester Bravehearts, very, very solid team here. 11-4 beat down, really, of the Lowell Spinners. What I can say positively about this Lowell team is they've cut down a little bit in this game, at least, on the errors. Errors have been a huge issue for the Lowell Spinners here in the first 5 games. 4 runs on 7 hits for the Lowell Spinners, so at least they're trying to get some offense going here. 11 runs on 10 hits for the Worcester Bravehearts. And the Lowell Spinners, by the way, had a 4-0 lead to start the game. They had that 4-0 lead to start the game. That first half of the game went very solidly for the Lowell Spinners. It was the second half of the game, the bottom of the 5th inning, where it started to unravel. Bottom of the 6th, bottom of the 7th, bottom of the 8th. Several runs given up. All of a sudden, 11-4 out of nowhere after being ahead 4-0. So they gave up 11 runs in a row. That's just kind of the story so far of the Lowell Spinners. They're trying to find their way and are struggling to do so right now, which I expected. Again, this is a team full of young guys, young kids, college players who are trying to get acclimated to this. Some of them are trying to get acclimated to this level of baseball. This is a step higher than college, in a way. So this is a tough thing, and this is the Lowell Spinners, who haven't played baseball in 6 years. So that's also something to keep in mind as well. So the expectations, for me at least, are not high. They're not high. I'm thinking 20 wins maybe for this Lowell Spinners team. They probably would be lucky to even get that, honestly. We'll see what happens tomorrow, because they have another game with the Worcester Bravehearts tomorrow, same time, I believe, 10:30 a.m. As well. But let's go over the stats finally here. Enough of my yapping. 4.5 minutes into the 4 minutes and 45 minutes into the 4 minutes and 45 seconds into the video. Let's get to the stats. Enough of my yapping. Marco Zerpolo, this is for the Lowell Spinners here first. 1 run, 1 hit. Cal Chance had an RBI in this game, also a walk. Cam Biller with a hit and an RBI. So Cam Biller and Kyle Chance did pretty well in this one. Those are the guys that will be keeping a close eye on for the Lowell Spinners this year. Lorenzo Camarelli as well. One run, one hit for him. Bradley McCaffrey had 2 hits here in this one. Jordan Enriquez is another guy I'll be keeping an eye on. 1 hit and 1 walk for him. Brett McKinnon, he had a run as well as a walk. Then you had Max Diamond with a run and an RBI. Xander Bradapis, 1 run. That was kind of it for him. And then that was kind of it for the lineup there. No home runs on either side. So that's another positive as well. No home runs on either side. So at least they weren't giving up home runs to the Worcester Bravehearts. Andrew Schmidt, 2 runs, 2 hits, an RBI for the Worcester Bravehearts is Andrew Schmidt. Will Kramer, 1 run, 2 hits. Julian Marsato, 2 runs, a hit, 2 walks. Tate Branish, 1 run, 1 hit, 2 RBIs for him. Benny Hess, 2 runs, 3 hits, 3 RBIs for Benny Hess. Very good game. John Ramsey had a pretty solid game with 1 run and 2 walks. Alan Carpenter with a run and 3 RBIs. So several guys had 3 RBIs in this one. You had Braden Colley with 2 runs in this one, and also a walk. And then that was it for the batting there. Pitching. Dylan Eisenman, 4.2 innings pitched. This is for the Lowell Spinners. 4.2 innings pitched, 3 hits, 2 runs, 1 earned run, 3 walks, struck out 7. So, iffy start there. Henry Herbert had the loss. 0-1 on the year now. 2 innings pitched, 4 hits, 5 runs, 3 earned, a walk, and 3 strikeouts. So not great either. Josh Bryant, 1.1 innings pitched, 3 hits, 4 runs, 4 earned, a walk, and 2 strikeouts. So the pitching is still an issue for Lowell. They got to get that figured out. If they can't get this pitching figured out, they're not going to see many wins. Not going to see many wins for Lowell. And those errors. They got to stop those errors too. I mean, again, better game when it comes to that. But those errors are going to really kill Lowell's momentum. So anyway, Worcester, they're pitching for the Worcester Bravehearts. 3 innings pitched for Joey Hagan. 2 hits, 3 runs, 2 earned runs, a walk, 2 strikeouts. Zach Duke, 2 innings pitched, 2 hits, 1 run, 1 earned, 2 walks, and 1 strikeout. Connor Hurricelli, I believe that's how you pronounce the name. I don't know. Again, pronouncing names is not my strong suit. So if I mispronounce names, I apologize. 1 inning pitched, 1 hit, 2 strikeouts. Lane LeClaire, 1 inning, 2 innings pitched, 1 hit given up for him. He's now 1-0 on the year with the win. Andrew Harden, 1 inning pitched, 1 hit. So solid stuff for a lot of those relievers. This game took 3 hours, almost 3 hours even. 2480 was the attendance at Fitton Field, which is in Worcester, Massachusetts. I will be back tomorrow morning, or tomorrow afternoon maybe, just about right around that time, to break down another Lowell Spinners breakdown. They're back at it again with the Worcester Bravehearts. Same spot as well at Fitton Field, 10:30 a.m. first pitch. So we will break down that game as well. And then, by the way, June 9th, they will have a doubleheader of sorts. Of sorts. There's 2 games that they're going to have with the Nashua Silver Knights. They were down 10-4 when mentioned at the beginning of the video. 10-4 in the bottom of the 7th when that game got suspended with the Nashua Silver Knights. So they'll complete that on Tuesday, June 9th. And then they'll have their regular scheduled game with the Nashua Silver Knights a week from today, 6:03 p.m. start. So that is what is happening with the uncompleted game. That's what's going to happen there. So with that, I hope everyone enjoyed this video. I know this one was a little bit longer, but there's some loose ends there I wanted to tie up and kind of talk about this team a little bit, what my thoughts are for the first 5 games as well were. So tomorrow's video will be shorter, I promise. But thank you everyone for watching this, and bye bye.